You have to figure out what your life is going to be. Like, money, of course, is good, but
not everything.
Not everything, man. That's not everything. I don't want to live my life. For sure, maybe if I make 100 million, maybe I'll change my mind. But for now, it's not that big of an issue.
At the same time, you can just make more money, but you can't get time back, for example. Like, you can't get memories back. And giving all that away for an extra little decent bit of money isn't worth it either. So now you told me you're in Montreal, Canada.
Yeah.
Is that where you've been based for a while, or what are you doing there?
Yeah. I was born in Rwanda, so yeah.
Okay.
And then I moved to Montreal, Canada at 13. So I spent most of my life in Africa, actually.
Wow.
So at least half of my life. And then I've been here for the last decade, 11 years, 12 years. And I haven't moved. I mean, I've visited places, but I like being here because there's not much going on, and it's not really a big entrepreneur. Like, there's not crazy entrepreneurs here. If there are, they're in other, traditional businesses. So it makes me just be in my own little bubble and just do me, There's less distractions.
I love that. That's so similar to how my city is as well. And I moved here when I was 11, and actually I did move to Arizona for like a year. But I didn't like it. I felt the same way. I felt like it was just too many people being entrepreneurs, too many people I don't know. It just didn't feel the same as here. Here I feel more zen, more like focused. It's just much better for me.
Yeah, I love it.
What do you think about Dubai and stuff like that? Like, everybody's moving there. You do that for taxes?
No, I don't see. Because, bro, like, if you figure out how to make money, like, taxes are not really gonna make you want to change where you live just to save. Like, okay, so let's say you make 30 million a year, right? And maybe you have $15 million in profit, and then maybe you have to pay 40% on that, right? So let's say you're left with like 8 million or whatever. It's like, okay, cool. You can cry about the remaining 7 mil or that just got taken away from you. And you're going to be like, oh, I'm going to get away so I can save 7 million, but then I'm not going to be where I want to be just for a few months of the year. I know you don't actually have to stay in Dubai for that long, but for me, my opinion, it's like the reason why I'm making shit ton of money so that I don't have to give a fuck about whatever. Like, I don't want money controlling my life. See, this is the mistake with most entrepreneurs. They start making money, and optimizing making money becomes their life purpose. That's not my life purpose. I make money so I can use it. If the government wants to take half of it because they're also just running these schemes, okay, cool, brother. Like, you created the rules, but I'm gonna play on your rules to also make sure that I can also, because I think there are plenty of loopholes that you can use to not necessarily have to pay a bunch of tax.
Mm-hmm.
But for me, it's not. My plan is I have nothing bringing me to Dubai. Like, what's gonna bring, like, the sun? Cool. I can go somewhere else that's maybe better, less hot, less warm.
Yeah.
For this thing. But also culture-wise, I personally like to be in cities where it's like really diverse.
Mm-hmm.
And I really like my freedom. So, I don't know about Dubai. I mean, I think Dubai is really a strict country. So,
True.
What's that freedom worth, right? So it's like you have to figure out what your life is going to be. Like, money, of course, is good, but
not everything.
It's not everything, man. That's not everything. I don't want to live my life. For sure, maybe if I make 100 million, maybe I'll change my mind. But for now, it's not that big of an issue yet.
That makes a ton of sense. I feel the same way for us in the US. I mean, Canada's the same thing probably, but Puerto Rico is kind of like the calling. It's a little bit similar to that. And that one to me seems a little more appealing because you're closer. But I feel the same exact way about not letting money dictate my decisions entirely. I mean, an extra 7 million in in this scenario that you said be a lot, but at the same time, you can just make more money. But you can't get time back, for example. You can't get memories back. And giving all that away for an extra little or decent bit of money isn't worth it either.